All right, in this video, we're gonna talk about how to get the most out of physical therapy. And so if you've ever been injured, you know the drill: pain, stiffness, frustration, and the dreaded question of how long is it going to take to heal from this?
This little maneuver is gonna cost us 51 years.
You don't sound so bad for pushing 120.
Whether you're recovering from surgery or dealing with chronic pain, just trying to get back to normal or whatever it is, physical therapy is one of the most effective ways to heal. But honestly, it's frustrating, it's not easy, and most importantly, you don't want to be there because you're dealing with an injury. So today we're going to talk about why physical therapy matters, how it works, and really how to get the most out of it and to stay sane throughout that whole process.
What? Are you okay? Oh yeah? Never been better, my man. Just like to begin my day with a little primal gesticulating.
We were convinced that someone was getting axe murdered.
Only thing getting axe murdered, my anxieties, tensions, and fears.
So first we'll talk about why physical therapy matters and what is it. So first off, what is PT? And in really simple terms, it's a guided recovery process that helps you regain strength, mobility, and function after an injury or setback. And unlike just resting alone or taking medication alone, physical therapy focuses on a few other factors to really help you heal. And those include strengthening muscles, improving flexibility and mobility, correcting imbalances or movement patterns, and really trying to prevent future injury.
Big breath. Exhale. Hold it. Hold and release. And release. Too much?
I just felt a straining, a tightness on the front of my ass.
Well, you are pretty tight down there. You have to...
Something snapped in my ass.
I'm gonna check in with my office. I'll be right back. When we do, we're gonna work on opening those hips.
So it's not necessarily a quick fix, but you really got to stay consistent, and you can address a number of those factors while in physical therapy. So talking about the key benefits of physical therapy. So why go through all of the effort? And we'll talk about the real benefits of sticking with it and being consistent with physical therapy. So number one is pain relief without medication or with limited medication. So strengthening those weak muscles, improving mobility and balance patterns can really naturally reduce comfort, improve strength, and really allow you to not rely as heavily on anti-inflammatories or other medications when you improve your movement patterns. And within improving those movement patterns, you have better mobility and better strength as a result. So if you've ever struggled to bend, twist, or even walk after an injury, it can be extremely frustrating.
I can't feel my legs! I can't feel... Oh no, they're right here.
And physical therapy helps you rebuild that mobility, making daily movements much easier and much smoother over time. The next major benefit of physical therapy is really preventing future injuries. So weak muscles, poor posture, or bad movement patterns or habits really don't just cause pain, they really set you up for future issues down the road, and PT can really help plan and teach your body how to move correctly.
What the fuck are you doing, man?
It's called capoeira. It's a Brazilian martial art. But don't be fooled by its beauty and grace. It's actually quite deadly.
Another key benefit is really recovering faster after surgery. Obviously, PT is critical after surgery to get back that range of motion and that strength. And so it really helps speed up the recovery process by restoring that movement gradually, increasing circulation, preventing muscle loss and atrophy, as well as reducing pain and making recovery quite a bit faster for you to get back on your feet. And the last major benefit of PT is boosting that mental and emotional health. So that's a huge one. If you've ever been injured, it's mentally exhausting when you're on the sidelines or in pain. So physical therapy can really give you a sense of progress that you're really continuing to push forward, no matter how small your progress is. So you're out working with PT. Some days it feels extremely tedious, but in the end, those small steps add up and make huge benefits for you moving forward. So now we'll dive into how to get the most out of your physical therapy. We know that it's important and the various benefits and factors that we mentioned, but in order to get the most out of PT, here's a few tips to help you along the way. So number one is attitude is key. So you really want to try and stay positive even when you don't feel like it.
Why are you so happy? Why?
PT isn't always fun, and honestly, you don't want to be there because you're probably dealing with some injury. So some days are frustrating, some exercises can feel pointless or tedious, but trust me, your attitude can make a huge difference.
Basically, what happened to you was that you saw the fear. So before you can even think about any real driving, you got to make friends with that fear. So, get in the car.
What the hell? It's a goddamn cougar in the car!
If you show up with an open mind and track progress and celebrate those small wins, even if it's slow, you'll come out on top, and your physical therapist will undoubtedly appreciate this as well. PTs are already helping people in pain, so their job is already a bit draining. If you come in miserable, the whole experience will likely feel that way as well for them. So if you come in with a positive attitude or try to be upbeat, at least for the PT session, it can really help.
Fuck yeah.
It's a weird time to be Q-tipping.
Something that helped me in the past was just faking it till you make it. So even if you don't feel like it, try to show up with that positive attitude, and eventually it'll catch on. It'll make a big difference throughout your journey. Another key aspect of physical therapy that's more of an emerging trend and done in a recent survey is that most physical therapists agree that the mindset and the mental piece is a huge element of healing and can affect the pace at which you heal. So involving certain mental aspects of recovery, whether it's journaling, mindfulness, meditation, really tapping into that mental side and getting in the right mind space for your PT and for your recovery can make a huge difference at the pace and speed at which you heal if you're in that right mindset. So something to keep in mind as you go through your recovery journey. Second major tip to get the most out of PT is to be patient.
Aldis, I can't sleep.
Dude, it's running away off thing now. Just be patient. Go back to sleep.
I can't sleep, man. This adrenaline is just coursing through my whole body.
Recovery takes a lot of time and it can feel very slow. Injuries don't heal fast, unfortunately, and they can take months. If you feel like nothing's changing, trust the process. Every PT session really adds up. So those small wins begin to add. So just take it one step at a time. Third major key to get the biggest benefit out of your PT is to master the basics first. You might want to jump right to the hard stuff or get to the really difficult parts or start lifting heavy again. But really it's focusing on doing the exercises correctly, building that foundation, and mastering those basics and those small movements first. Fourth way to get the most out of your PT is similar to number 3, but it's really focusing on good form.
My form is perfect. I'm like Jerry Rice. Feel that stride. So fluid and fast. I've got the stride of a gazelle. A beautiful, beautiful gazelle person. My body is achieving a perfect symmetry right now. It's that long, lean muscle I've worked so hard to achieve. I should have popped my shirt off. God damn it. I really should have popped that shirt off. I wonder if any women are watching from the sidelines.
So bad form can equal more injuries, recover more slowly, but really quality is vastly more important than quantity. So doing movements incorrectly not only is a waste of your time, but it can also set you back. So be sure to understand the movements that you're doing and make sure to do them properly to get the most benefit.
You have your ubulus muscle that connects to the upper dorsimus. It's boring, but it's part of my life. I'm just gonna grab this shirt if you don't mind. Just watch out for the guns. They'll get you.
And so the fifth major way to get the most out of physical therapy, and probably the most important in addition to attitude, is staying consistent. So PT sessions are great, but they're not enough on their own. It's a limited amount of time that you're at PT, and the real progress happens at home with your home exercises or at the gym. So you really need to stay consistent, and skipping them really just equals a slower recovery. And unfortunately, it only affects you. So stay consistent and stay on top of it. And so as we touched on earlier, staying consistent is one of the most key, but also one of the most difficult parts of physical therapy and recovery. So that's where technology can really come in and help make a big difference. So there's apps out there like the Bounce Back app that really helps you track your mental state and a lot of high-level recovery aspects. There's also a lot of fitness apps that can help you track progress, set reminders on exercises, and really stay accountable to yourself. There's also tutorials and a lot of them that teach you the techniques that you need to know if you're doing a lot of in-home exercises.
Hey, we all know there's a lot of cholo workout videos out there, but this one is gonna have you like, damn, homie, that's what's up, you know?
And all of that technology and those resources can make a huge difference in your recovery, so you can check them out. So really the keys are to stay patient and trust the process, stay consistent, really try to maintain that positive attitude when possible, and to celebrate progress no matter how small. And if you're looking for more recovery tips and motivation, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment if anything in your physical therapy journey was helpful or tips you learned along the way. We'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.